I'm Margot Soltice, and this is an extension of Barnswallow Corner Studio. I'm in my kiln shack, which sits on my acreage in the middle of Alberta, Canada, in a forest. And today is exciting because it's kiln load number 3 and 2. This is the intro, so you'll see me with this hair and these clothes again on kiln load number 3. Not to confuse matters. I just wanted to do an introduction, but I've done a different kiln load before this. Here we go. You get to see this. It's like present opening time, Christmas morning, sort of, because of how exciting everything is as it's coming out to see how it does. Sometimes there's some mistakes and bloopers, and you're gonna get to see those. But also because of all the work that went into it. Make a slideshow of all of the pieces. So afterwards, if you want to just watch the slideshow and order, then you can. This is April 21 restock. So like 2021. So if you're looking for that and you don't see it in YouTube, it's because that stuff is sold. And I'll go slow, so we'll check it out. We're just gonna put it up here. I'm a little flushed because it's hot in here. I have all 3 windows open and I just want to get to it. So you're seeing these things as they come out. I did take a sneak peek at these. So I did a bunch of tests. I'm excited about it. They're for specific things. I won't show them all one by one, but unless you're a potter, you're not really all that excited. The goal was root beer. So I think that was accomplished. So this has 2 of the, I just decided I'm going to wing it. 2 of the glazes that I was testing on. So this one and this root beer, they all interacted interestingly together. So I'll do a slideshow afterward of all the things coming out so that you can say I'm interested in whatever number it is for them. So interesting how they turned out with the blue, the green, and the brown. There are 4 of those. Oh, here we go, my cone. I just did 1 cone today. I don't always do a cone, but that's a perfect cone 6 in case anybody's interested. Super excited about these. I had so much fun making these. I have my husband made a jig for me to make spoons. And let's not drop them like I did with the test tiles, but see the little beads on them? So my process here is that I'm going to be making more spoons, some with the pre-loaded transfers that I used on these, and some I'm waiting for the materials I need to make my own patterns. So that's coming in the mail in the next couple of weeks. So here we go. Here's butter dish in turquoise. Yes, it is cute. Look at those little bubble things. So I have 3 of those. Tend with, oh, I just love this. This is my black and white and a glaze called Aramont splashed on it, and see what it does. My husband saw this and he said, oh, I want to see the inside. So there you go. They're a matching set plate. And I build butter dishes. So far, my butter dishes that I build are for just a chunk. I don't do a whole myself. I don't do a whole pound of butter. So it just is a chunk of the pound that fits in these. And they're nice because they're cat proof. Look at the dots on there. I don't know why those dots showed up, but I kind of like it. On my website, margotsoltice.ca, I have a merch portion. My website is getting built. If you see this and it is built, then hurrah, hooray, huzzah. But at the moment, it's not built yet. These will go into the merch. So I've got a few things that I like my paintings on coasters and these, and I hope to get t-shirts going. All will be under the merch. So these paint watercolor trays, you can put your paintbrush in those little holders, and it's got 6 little spots for colors, and then the big part. Spoons, cute spoons. I would use that for sugar or coffee scoop. Not all of them, but some of them have holes in them and some of them don't. Okay, and I've got to continue on my leaf motif. I've made some soap dishes that sit nicely and have the little bumps to keep the soap up off the plate, so you can, that if your soap remains dry between your hand washings, then it lasts longer. So that's why I put those little, I don't have an under tray, I just have these little bumps. And look at that combination. That's like the cups, the blue, the green, and the brown. Love it. And just because I want to make it easy, I made a bunch of these guys. There'll be simple things that can be added to collaboration baskets, or just lesser expensive. Those leaves take time to make. These do too, but not as much. There's some things in here that are a secret until the summer. So I'm gonna just take those out and come back in a second. This layer was a flat layer, and it has quite a few of my soap dishes. Don't worry about that. That was a cookie. So my husband keeps thinking I'm making him chocolate chip cookies, but I'm making these. I'm going downstairs to make cookies. That's when I'm unsure that something might stick to the shelf, because I put the glaze, I dip this in the glaze, and then it sticks in my little frog there. By the way, that's my symbol. And I want to show you this nice purple speckly one and a nice Aeromont one. Blues and greens, that's very nice. Here's spearmint. That's very much like a leaf, isn't it, with all the different colors, the way it sits in the veins. Another blue-green, and there's more spearmint. A couple more simple soap dishes. So I have some student work in here from one of my classes. Locally, you can take an online pottery class. I supply a kit, and if you're distanced, you can take hand building classes on my website. Go to so my website is margotsoltice.ca, and the classes, and then under classes there's your studio. So if you have your own studio and you want to take a class, you can choose from there. And if you have if you're local to me, you can choose one to take locally. All right, this is a new design for me. These, lovely, and I did 2 in each color. These cappuccino mugs. So it's interesting to me to see this size. I think they're good for foam art. My cappuccino people. And here's 2 with the purple And I would call this Galaxy, this glaze. It's got a neat speckly blue, lovely deep blue look. So very kind of organic. Purple and blue. Okay, so here we go with the same that I had for that butter dish. They're black and white and speckled. They're speckled blue. They're lovely. I'm really in love with that. Look at that. I don't know if that shows up. Juicy, yummy dots where it's speckled. Right in here. Yum! You get to the bottom of your cup and you see that, and it's just like you want more. So that was from my kid class. This was from a demo. And I used a new clear glaze, and I'm quite pleased with that. That's a nice duo. Oh, the metallic black turned out beautiful on, let's get these the right way, on these lovely dragonfly mugs. There we go. I've got a pair of the black. I believe I only did 2 of the black. Oh, and by the way, speaking of my little frog, I like to put him there. Okay, so we have some, well, I guess 2. Let me see if I can get these out in order. Okay, so a really luscious cobalt blue. I don't know about you, but I'm a sucker for cobalt blue. And it just kind of goes nice, ouch, it's hot, with the painting that I did on them. Here's some turquoise dragonfly mugs. The wings wrap right around. The clear and the turquoise behave nicely too when they're blended together. There we go. I think I found a pair-ish. So, Misty Mountain and Cobalt again. Or was that? Yeah, I did more than 2 in the Cobalt. Here's some Dragonfly and Periwinkle. So this should satisfy both purple and blue. I think on the screen it looks pretty much true to color. They're completely periwinkle inside. I'm trying to flash it so that you can see the inside as well. Anyway, that's Dragonfly mugs in periwinkle. All right, now, oh, these turned out nice. Black on black with the ravens. Got some drips in there. That's kind of fun. Anyway, the black on black. Tell me what you think about the black on black. If I don't drop it first. More Dragonfly in Cobalt. I'm covering it up. See how far the wings wrap around? They almost touch on the other side. And, you know, there's always a question, once in a while, not always, but once in a while I get a question, who's the mug for? Like, I want to see it on my side. And, or they'll say, I want to show off my mug. So, depends on how you do coffee. And everybody's different, but if you're left-handed or right-handed, that makes a difference. Most of these, I think, are, if you are right-handed, you'd be doing it for yourself. But if you're like me, and you have your coffee to the left of you, then you're picking it up to the left and showing the image off to your spouse or whoever's watching. By the way, if you want to do a picture of you having the mug, your mug, and the mug, I'd be happy to have those because it's always great to show that real people actually have bought these and drank out of them and love them. You can comment if you like. So I did the cobalt blue with the raven. And last but not least, I'm sweating now because it's hot down in that kiln, and when you have to reach down, here's turquoise and raven and tree. Yeah, those are done with that clear that doesn't run. There we go. Let me take my gloves off and take you out of your cup, and I'll just give you a quick sweep. If you see anything in the background, don't be surprised. I'm showing you, even though it's not out yet, because you'll have the second video attached to this video. There we go. That's one full kiln load. I probably could have done one more. Anyway, you have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. So here we go. We're at more than what it should be. We're at 204 degrees. Some people don't open their kilns that early. I just had to turn off my kiln. Okay, so here we go. We have here a chip and dip bowl with my black and white and splashy, and look at how that those two glazes interact. Pretty cool. And another chip and dip bowl with a combination I call Galaxy. I'll show you the outside though. I was playing a little with some wax resist. So that's an interesting, different perspective. I guess it's trees in a galaxy. Also Galaxy. I'll have some repairs to do, but that's not too bad. These are three little plates in the brown clay that I only work in the summer. Pardon my clanking. I'm clumsy with these gloves, but it's hot. So these are kind of cool. Again, I'll put those up in the restock slideshow. I'm thinking about what's going on here and talking to you at the same time. See how that's cool. That's two glazes, but it makes so many different colors. And we have Black Mountain series in turquoise. Two of them. And I don't know, I just did these thinking about Mother's Day. They're cute. I went out and picked some pussy willows and was inspired. Whoops, my raven stuck a little bit. He dripped a little bit. I think I can grind that off. He's made out of a pot. And you can kind of see his wing feathers there folded in. This is a little bit of a reveal. Any of you that saw my newsletter or heard me say there's secrets coming, I'm going to reveal some of the secret. I'm making these birds, these chickadees. It's my 100 chickadee challenge to myself. Got some alliteration going on there. Chickadee challenge. And the bottom portion of a butter dish. There's more to that challenge. And I'll reveal all the details later. Here's the top to that butter dish. Can you see the little bird? I love it. And I did a bunch of regular sized mugs in various colors. This is working my way toward the dark cobalt blues, but the that I had a test of. I'm not sure how much I put in for cobalt, so it's not quite there, but it's a lovely dark purpley blue. And I mixed that with turquoise. That turned out pretty kind of cool. I like the combination of colors, the overlap. I tried to do 2 of every style. Here's some more of that black with white, little creamer and sugar bowl. I see that the creamer has a little bit of a gap. That might be because my glaze is too thick, but either way, it still looks good. All right, mountain, black mountain in black inside. It's metallic black, so it's really quite an iridescent. It's not actually metallic, but whatever the glaze does, it makes it looks like it's metallic. Black mountain in a very dark blue. That was my tester, so I'm aiming for that color when I say that dark purpley blue. Those turned out nice. A couple of little plant pots, because everybody asks for plant pots. And to match that sugar bowl and the creamer, I've got a couple of mugs with it has white on it, but you can hardly tell because it's blended in that heat, that it's melted to a glass-like state. So they're going to the smash bucket. This is really sad. That's passable. That one's good. It's a cappuccino mug, in case you're wondering. It's got little puppies on it. I like that. Of the nice cappuccino mugs, I would say none of the nice ones turned out. Oh, that's the break sometimes. Oh dear. But on the other hand, I have some little wine cups that I'm very happy turned out nicely. And by the way, I have some more of those cappuccino mugs. I just have to put the designs on them and have enough to fire for a glaze load. So they've been bisqued already, but I've got lots of these little guys. They're metallic black on the inside. That worked out nicely. And just a little on the rim. And then this design, yum. Another little plant pot. It doesn't have holes in the bottom, but it was from a class that I did, and it has some, was playing with some cool pattern work. And yes, more of the little wine cups. You can see how small they are. They're not huge. That's why I'm calling them little wine cups. Lovely. 7 of those turned out just fine. Couple more just regular smallish, for those of you who like smallish cups. Oh, that turned out nice. That's got Aeromont on the bottom and spearmint on top, and it didn't run too much, but it ran enough to make that really juicy looking pattern on it. Here's a couple. Oops, hard to see with the, let's see if I, no. Anyway, hopefully it'll show up better in the slideshow. Another black and white one, another Aeromont one. There were 2, I guess. Another black mountain with metallic black. And then I tried another mug to put the root beer on the mug, where I've done some, I've left some Well, actually, I think I used slip to make some more texture on this mug. So, and I wanted to see how it would behave with this sort of clearish blue on the bottom top. So it's got a, yeah, they're interesting. I like that combination as well as what I had done on the second film. I'm looking here, you guys, because I have some pieces in there that are for my collection, and my collection isn't going to be launched until the end of June. So these are the end of this show and tell. The Kiln Unload, number 3. So that is it. I will give you a little bit of a view, and now we'll launch into the slideshow. So from there you can contact me, and if you're interested in anything, we'll get you started. Hope you had fun. I did. Talk to you soon. I don't know.